You ever wonder what happens when a brilliant mind, unlimited money, and a touch of obsession collide with American aviation? Well, it gives you two of the wildest prototypes ever to touch the sky. I'm Bill, and this is Buffalo Air Park. Let's dive in. In the thick of World War II, American shipbuilder Henry Kaiser had an idea. What if you could fly troops and cargo across the Atlantic, far from reach of the German U-boats? But he wasn't thinking small. He was thinking big, massive, and who better to dream big with than the one and only Howard Hughes? What came next was the H-4 Hercules, a flying boat so gigantic it made other planes look like toys. Made almost entirely of wood, specifically laminated birch, it was Hughes's answer to metal shortages. But critics didn't see innovation. They saw absurdity. They mocked it, nicknaming it the Spruce Goose, even though it wasn't made of spruce at all. And from what I understand, Howard Hughes despised that name. The numbers? They're staggering. Wingspan, 320 feet, larger than a football field. Height, 79 feet, taller than an 8-story building, and powered by 8 3,000 horsepower radial engines. It was built to haul 750 fully equipped soldiers, and yet it flew just once. November 2nd, 1947, Hughes himself at the controls. It lifted a mere 70 feet off the water, flew about a mile, and touched back down in under a minute. Just enough to prove it could, and that was it. Critics called it a boondoggle. Congress held hearings. But Hughes stood his ground. He said, "I put the sweat of my life into this thing. I have my reputation rolled up in it, and I have stated several times that if it's a failure, I'll probably leave this country and never come back." He didn't have to.
Mr. Hughes, the papers say that you may be going to Washington. Is that correct?
Yes, I'm going there to testify before Senator Brewster's War Investigating Committee. As you know, this committee has caused quite a stir by its investigation of my 2 airplane projects, the XF-11 photographic plane and my large flying boat.
Do you think the investigation is living up to its advanced publicity?
Frankly, no. I think it's falling apart at the hinges. In my opinion, there never was any excuse for this investigation in the first place. You may not know it, but this investigation has been sponsored and pushed largely by one man, Senator Owen Brewster. And I think the public might learn the true reason why Senator Brewster has sponsored and pushed this investigation if the senator would stop evading the question I have asked him. So, I ask you again. All right.
Now, while the H-4 was still being built, Hughes was already chasing speed. Enter the Hughes XF-11, a sleek, twin-boom, all-metal reconnaissance aircraft designed for high-altitude photography and long-range missions. It was built for the Army Air Forces and powered by two of the same monstrous engines used in the H-4, but this time, Hughes wanted more than just lift. He wanted performance. The first XF-11 prototype took to the skies on July 7, 1946, with Hughes again at the controls. But an hour into the flight, disaster struck. A hydraulic failure reversed the pitch of the right propeller. The airplane became uncontrollable, and Hughes crashed into 3 homes in Beverly Hills. He survived, but just barely. The wreckage was devastating. So was the press. Investigators blamed pilot error for ignoring the flight test plan, but Hughes wasn't done. A second prototype flew the next year. It handled better, but the military had already moved on. More practical, cheaper aircraft like the RB-50 were already filling the role. By 1949, the XF-11 was scrapped. Just another aviation what if. So here they are, two giants of ambition, the H-4, a flying boat built too late for war, too big to ignore, and too strange to forget. The XF-11, a spy plane with promise that ended in fire, then quickly faded away. Both were bold, both were expensive, and both were flown by the same man, Howard Hughes. A billionaire, a recluse, and above all, a dreamer who believed that no idea was too big until reality stepped in. Today, the Spruce Goose still stands, preserved at the Evergreen Aviation and Space Museum, a monument not just to aviation, but to one man's relentless pursuit of flight on his own terms. As for the XF-11, it exists only in photos, film reels, and the scar tissue of history. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this story, hit the like button and subscribe to join me for more tales from the golden age of aviation, where the sky was never the limit. I'm Bill Riccio, and this is Buffalo Air Park.